Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to the Donkey Kong Country Randomizer. Don't worry, this is not a part that you have already seen. We are just once again starting from the title screen here. If you are for some reason, watching part 5 before the rest of them, welcome. Not sure why you would do that, but you're of course, welcome to stay anyway. Last time we beat Neki, and continued our search for the final boss that we do not know its location, Gnawty. However, we have not yet found it, and at this point it's kind of just about searching for a needle in a haystack. It could be connected to any bonus game or exit we have not traveled through yet, and if the title screen, or rather the file select screen, is any indication, if that 72% still does represent just how many bonus games we've found, we have covered over 2/3 of the game, which is crazy to think about. After the last part, I went through all the footage, edited all those videos, and made a list of all the places we should probably investigate. I did a lot of silly things last time, like say that Blackout Basement only had... actually, no, I shouldn't have done that, because I learned that if we go off screen and come back, you can actually change which animal buddy the box is. But I messed that one up, and I think I wanted to go in here, so that is unfortunate. But yeah, I kept saying that Blackout Basement only had one secret exit for some reason, when it very clearly has two. It's just funny, because when I think of Blackout Basement, I always think of that one right at the end, that you have to be really, really careful in order to get to. Oh, wow, I didn't think that just landing on top of that would cause that to happen. Well, I think what we can do is start select, and that will take us to the midway point, and wow, yeah, so I was making that more difficult than it had to be. But yeah, I never really think about the one that's so easy to get that I don't even, acknowledge its existence. You kind of just fall into it. Can you break that, even when I'm not writing you? But oh well. So that brings us here, and there's definitely a couple of exits that we want to check out from Barrel Blast Canyon here, but I'm going to get this checkpoint. And then if we continue to the left, so you were walking back there, backwards there for a second. I think we should be able to go into here, which will take us to Millstone Mayhem, and then beating this level normally will take us to Blackout Basement, and then pretty much immediately to the left of where this brings us is the secret exit that I kept forgetting about, because again, it gives you this barrel, so I'm always like, oh yeah, let's go to the right. Completely forgetting the super obvious bonus game that's sitting here. But that's the problem, it's so obvious that it never even really stuck with me. Alright. Do you, no, you don't give me any hints like Cranky does. But we can still save just for the heck of it. Hopefully I'm recording, because now there's absolutely no going back. 73%, so it does look like the percentage is still connected to just how many bonus games you have found, which is crazy. So I, again, do have a list of places I would like to check. Is this bonus game going to lead us near any of those places? I don't know. Let's hope for the best. Wow. No way. Okay. We do not need to once again do Clam City. So I wonder if that's the same candy or what. But anyway, so I was really going to kick myself if a bonus game I was so, easily missing ended up being one of the ones that had a boss. That just wouldn't have been any fun. And I do actually, oh man, I'm forgetting things that I learned in the last part. Or perhaps didn't necessarily learn, but at least forgot happened. Such as that. But I could have just used that if I hadn't been so silly. Okay. Okay, let's start taking things seriously. It really does not want me to get this bonus game. It just keeps putting all the enemies in the way that do not want me to take a barrel to that wall. Okay. Wow. You would think that was like one of the ones in Ice Age Alley that's actually difficult to access. And another thing that I want to do from here is I want to go down here, and I want to go back to this one, which allows us to access the slip slide ride, I believe it's called, because we went up this rope, and I did the warp barrel, which I don't think helped us out too much, but never did the bonus game inside of this wall. And that brings us to... looks like Vulture Culture. So wow, a level that I struggled so hard to get to, and it turns out in this case it wasn't really that difficult to access at all. At least I'm pretty sure this is the one. Or is this? Actually, I don't know if I've done this. And I was going to say, we haven't been to Stop and Go Station yet. Okay, this is actually really cool. I forget though, I think this is after the checkpoint. I would love to go back and get the checkpoint, but if I use that tire, I can actually get into a bonus game there. But this is good to know. I was going to mention that I don't think, whoa, we have accessed... Okay, I'm happy that worked out as well as it did. we have not, before that point, we hadn't gone to Stop and Go Station, Tanked Up Trouble, or Croctopus Chase. I think those were the only 3 levels before that point that we had not been to. And we can do this, because we've never done that. And, wow, seriously? So, that was Snow Barrel Blast. This is also Snow Barrel Blast? I mean, I don't think that Ice Age Alley has the whole snow effect going on here. Oh, this is Ice Age Alley. I don't remember it being so snowy, unless, I'm probably just getting my snow levels mixed up. So now can we do the whole thing? Okay, that's right, it lightens up, I guess. I'm getting my whole thing mixed up here, but we can use Espresso, I think, to get into that bonus game. We'll do it like that. I could have also tried and used Espresso to get to the later one, which, watch, that's probably where the final boss is hiding. But, you know, just as I was mentioning, here is Croctopus Chase, a level that we had not visited, but where does it lead? Unfortunately, water levels only have 1 exit, so they're not very interesting. You know, in terms of the randomizer, it's just a matter of pretty much playing through them normally. But if we realize that Croctopus Chase does not take us anywhere that we really need to go, then at least we know in the future that we do not need to play it again. And if it takes us to a boss, that would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, technically, that'd be pretty much it. The Let's Play would be over at that point. And, you know, we could all go to bed instead of playing Donkey Kong games at like 2 in the morning. But what's wrong with playing Donkey Kong, you know, any time of the day? You know, like Green Eggs and Ham? Well, how about some Donkey Kong Country in a box with a fox? Could totally get behind that. This isn't very difficult because since the enemies are randomized, we're not actually being chased by anything. Not that I'm going to complain about that. Instead, we just have all, you know, all these alcoves in the wall that don't actually mean much of anything. And of course, there is the secret inside the wall to the right here. Actually, am I get my Donkey Kong secrets mixed up here? No, okay, it is. I wasn't going through. I'm like, I am just, you know, not remembering things correctly. This randomizer just really messes with your head. It's funny how, you know, when there's no overworld map to connect everything, and when the levels don't really have any rhyme or reason to when they show up, it just messes with your head, and you start questioning, you know, everything that you think you once knew about this game. So I apologize for the times when I just totally botch secrets. I feel like I really should know. Croctopus Chase is also kind of a lengthy level compared to some other ones. I mean, Clam City and all that, those water levels aren't too difficult, but then once you get the Croctopus Chase and Poison Pond, they really start to ramp up a little bit. Let's not get hit by you. Don't think, okay, so yeah, one thing I also want to do is collect 3 Winky tokens. They are the only kind of token that we have not collected 3 of yet. And it's kind of funny because, you know, you just wonder if that's going to take us somewhere. Normally, when you're playing Donkey Kong Country, bonus games give you a lot of opportunity to collect animal tokens, but since there are actually no bonus games in this randomizer, it means that we can only pick up tokens scattered around the levels, and Winky ones are fairly rare. Actually, I think we can go through this wall here and get an On Guard one. And where does On Guard lead us to again? I'm trying to remember. I think one of the treetop levels, maybe? Okay, please do not take a hit right before the DK barrel. Like I said, the level is very long, so the less that I have to, you know, replay parts of it, it's quite appreciated. So I heard something going on there. Manky Kong underwater would be kind of funny to see. I don't think we've seen that yet. Or was that part of the, you know, the catalyst that caused that glitch back in part 3? Could have been. I think there was a lot of things going on there. I think you can actually get On Guard in this room? Which is really strange considering, you know, we've played through like the entire level, and now when there's like, you know, less than 30 seconds of it left, they decide that's a good time to give you On Guard. But, you know, I guess some On Guard is better than no On Guard. And what is that mincer doing? Yeah, please, the less lagging and, you know, potential for me to glitch into oblivion. Okay, I don't think the sign's supposed to look like that. Let's hurry up and get out of here. That G, I don't even know if I want to go anywhere near that. And that brings us to Stop and Go Station. Okay, so again, options. Should I take this? Anyway, and you know, the good part is that we know we never have to play Croctopus Chase again. In fact, I don't think we have to play any of the water levels, you know, ever again. None of them were really that helpful. Again, we've probably seen every single save point by now, I think. 79% though. Did that save point just take me to a save point? Or am I stuck in a loop? I was really afraid there for a second. Okay. And I think we are once again back to Temple Tempest here, it looks like, which is a level that we don't really have any reason to be in, I believe. But wow, that was just that was a really big roundabout way of doing a whole bunch of things that unfortunately don't really help us. But hey, we're shaving down the possibilities, and like it showed, you know, with only like 20% of the bonus games left. And I think some, you know, there's some normal exits we also haven't investigated, which probably don't count towards the percent. But you know, there's not too many places left to look. So sooner or later, we're gonna hit it, and that is just all kinds of weird. Yeah, there was oh no! Oh man. I will see you all in a bit. This does actually give us an opportunity to collect a second Winky token. I'm very tempted to just get 3 of them here, but what I've actually realized is that beating this level will lead us back to Stop and Go Station, I believe, and we still have another bonus game and the regular exit to check there. If neither of those end up being any good, I could just press start and select and get a 3rd Winky token, but there's also another Winky token in Barrel Blast Canyon, which I don't think we have too much difficulty getting to. We do have to get the entrance, you know, access though, and not the midway access, because I don't think we can get back to the beginning of the level from, you know, midway. Regardless though, we're collecting Winky tokens and we're almost back to Stop and Go Station, so we're not in too bad a shape, despite the fact that we've done a whole bunch of nothing, it feels like, so far. But even nothing is something in a randomizer, I suppose. There is something about this section that the randomizer really does not like, and I'm just really afraid of, you know, potential bad glitching. So now that we're back to Stop and Go Station, we can do a thing like this. I don't know why. For some reason I thought when I hit that barrel, Crusha would stop moving, but I'm just not used to all these enemies in this level. Hopefully we can, you know, get DK back soon. That would be appreciated. There was still an enemy bouncing down there. That's kind of funny. How come when I went off screen, you didn't disappear? Now, let's just be very careful. So, that's right, even because the enemies are randomized, you know, all the rock crocs have actually been replaced as well, except for that one, I guess. So, we still need to be careful, but, you know, hitting the on-off switches is not as essential as it once was. I would like an enemy that's not going to hurt me. I mean, Mincer, no good. Can I have something that, like, walks into the hole? No, Neki that shoots coconuts, absolutely not. You... I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, is it smart in, you know, what it considers placing in each area? Is for there, for a while there, it seemed like it was always placing a flying enemy there. Because it knew that it was an enemy that was supposed to be above ground, until eventually it just placed that clump and, you know, destroyed that train of logic. Not that I'm going to complain. I think that just for the heck of it, we have to grab that. What if I mess this up? Oh, yeah, because... there's actually a... Can I go off screen and change what enemy that is? We need to use this barrel to break that wall. And at the moment... there's kind of a, you know, skeleton barrel in the way. There we go. Where is this gonna go? No, 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 no. And thank you for, you know, the immediate hit. I do not think we need to visit any more Aztec levels, so we're going to select that. And we are going to beat Stop and Go Station the proper way. You cannot just, you know, warp entrance it to the end as you normally can. Press left right at the start of the level to beat the level. I was, you know, my mind was blown when I realized that as a kid. And I thought I could bounce on top of you. I'm not going to question it. Oh, no! Oh yeah, that's right. This isn't the worst exit either. Wow. How did we get to Oh yeah, I thought that bonus game was the one that took us to... Wait, didn't I die? Why did I start back here again? Oh, no way! Oh no, so that totally wrecked what I was going to try doing there. And now we're stuck beating Snow Barrel Blast. Okay, wow, my mind was all thrown out of whack. For some reason, I mean, first of all, I did not mean to go into that barrel. It was just kind of a side effect of an unfortunate bounce. But for some reason, I thought that barrel took us immediately to Croctopus Chase, which was not the case. But I know that if we beat this level, I believe it actually takes us to the beginning of this level. And there was a bonus game at the beginning of this level that I did not check last time. So we're going to do that. Wow, I'm going to be really disappointed if the exit that we're looking for is actually at... No, wait, that brings us here? Wow, even though I studied up and thought I knew where all these secret exits led, I'm still a little bit confused. Actually, I think it's this one that takes us to the beginning then of Snow Barrel Blast. And there's actually still stuff in Bouncy Bonanza, which might not be too bad to check. You are exactly the enemy I was hoping for, though. Where does this go? And this goes here. Okay, so I do not need to check anything inside of that wall anymore, but we do still have another bonus game and the normal exit in this level to check, and this is just such a weird level. It's funny because when you look at Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, they pretty much use all of their level themes 3 times. Like, there are, you know, 2 boat levels in the first world, and then a Rattlesnake Battle in the third world is the third ship level, and the whole game follows that kind of trend where usually whatever world it's introduced in will have 2 of that type of level, followed by a level later on having the third one. Donkey Kong Country 1 does not follow that, though. You have like 2 Aztec levels, 1 icy cave level, and just, you know, like 4 underwater levels. No, there was no standards back then, but I mean, it's kind of cool like that. I just think that this is kind of a kind of level that would have been neat to see later on. They could have easily put one of these in, you know, the final world inside the caves. Of course, in the Game Boy Color version, I did make a video showing that they do add a 6th level to that world, which was very neat. A Game Boy exclusive level. And strangely, when they put it on the Game Boy Advance, I don't believe that level was ported over. And wow, that would have been great, but thankfully we got that, so no big deal. I remember I got to this point earlier on, and I actually got destroyed right there, which was no fun. But this time, we're definitely going to find out where this bonus game leads. And also, if this doesn't lead anywhere good, we'll beat the level normally and hope that that leads us somewhere good. Oh, another level that I really botched last time was Elevator Antics. There is another bonus game, and I was so close to finding it, too. But I jumped into the wrong corner, and, you know, that was the end of that. I don't know if we can work backwards in that level to the point of getting to it. I don't think so, because of the way that you're going to encounter so many elevators that only lead down. But let's beat this level and hope it leads us somewhere good. And wow, all the ropes are just, you know, leading me into those guys' faces. It's not very fun. Thank you, Neki. Okay, yeah, Gnawty, much easier to deal with than Nut spitting Neki. Randomizer also removes your ability to beak, by the way. It's just a thing that you gotta deal with. Oh god, that was the luckiest bounce ever, but okay. Not gonna complain, please just stop throwing enemies in my face that I have no way to dodge. Do I have to climb up that? I do too. And again, a croctopus in a place that does absolutely not help me in the slightest. And wow, I was so ready for that. I have, you know, come on to your games there. I know exactly how you work. Let's see here though. We have a thing like this, and a thing like this, and a thing like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I think people get the point by now. Should be just about at the end, and there's those ropes that like really don't do anything except they're there for some reason. And this leads all of the way back to Barrel Blast Canyon, except is this kind of near the beginning? No, wait, this is, what am I saying? This isn't Barrel Blast Canyon. This is all the way back to Jungle Hijinks. We've gone all the way back to the beginning without accomplishing anything. So I think it's time to have a look at my list here. Actually, one thing I should probably do, can I get back to the checkpoint without getting destroyed? That would be really nice, because I don't want to have to go through any of the stuff that I just did again. So, a little farther, little farther, little farther. Rambi should definitely help us get this job done. And done. It is scary, you know, just trying to get the checkpoints and stuff, because you can, you know, end up having to replay so much of levels. Okay, I need to remember that we do not want to get another espresso token. What else can I do? Barrel Canyon to Trick Track Trek bonus game 2. Okay, so I think beating Barrel Canyon normally leads us to Trick Track Trek. No, to bear Orangutan Gang. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And there's still some things that we can access from there, which we have not really looked into. So we're going to do that right now. And that is not an enemy that is fun to deal with. Octopus, not a big deal. Gotta do a thing like that. And here we are. The problem is, I don't think I wrote down which exit it is that I want. Maybe it's this one? No, I should have known that. Is there anything that I can do from Manic Mincers here? If I do the normal ending, it will take me to where I can get to Rope Bridge Rumble. Was that the only one I have for Manic Mincers here? No, Manic Mincer bonus 2 leads me to Reptile Rumble. Let's try and do that. We're gonna do one of these things, but basically they all require me to replay this level again. So I will be seeing you soon. Actually, I guess I won't be cutting this out. Winky might make this rather interesting, unless I lose him in like 2 seconds. To Manky Kong here. How many, what kind of combo can I get? It is just so neat playing levels with animal buddies that you normally don't have them in. I do something like that. I was like, he's not gonna fall. I knew that was his feat too. Okay, well anyway, I guess we don't need to show the rest of this. So I will see you momentarily. So close. I thought maybe I'd be able to get up there with that. Let's try the normal exit then, and where does that lead again? Even though I just read it, what would seem like, 15 seconds again for all of you. Okay, I think that there are definitely exits in this level that I have not gotten yet, because I usually jump down this hole here and get that secret bonus game. Have we taken any of the other exits in this level? I know that the last part ended with me struggling in another treetop level. It was not this one, I believe. I remember there was one point where I played this level. I think I only entered it once, and I got to the midpoint, and I'm like, I'm not going to collect this midpoint. And then we never came back here again. So this time I'm not going to do something so silly. And there you go. For all of you to see, I have now grabbed the midpoint in this one right here. So don't think I've missed any bonus games yet. I think there's one more bonus game, and again, don't take my word for it, because I haven't been very good at, remembering how many bonus games are in each level for the rest of this Let's Play. Actually, I haven't been too bad. There's been a couple of silly mistakes. Saved by the Clam, my favorite 90s show. So I think there's one where you need to bounce off a tire to get into it, and then, yeah, like this one right here, and then we also need to check out the normal exit. I don't think I ever took that bonus game, because I think I messed up the oil throw. So we're gonna do that, and check out this one. I don't think we did the normal exit of Tanked Up Trouble either. Oh yeah, I did do this one. Okay, so, or not Tanked Up Trouble, rather Oil Drum Alley. I can still start and select and go back to the treetop level, which is, I think, is what I plan to do, because I really have no interest in playing any more Minecart Madness. I think there was one thing that might not have been awful, though, so I'm not going to start select yet. Because I think if I can go into bonus 3, there was something here. Minecart Madness bonus 3 to Bouncy Bonanza. And I never... bonus 3. Wait. Actually, that's what I get for looking down at my papers. Anyway, I'm just so done with Minecart Madness, so I'm not even worried about that. Let's see where the normal exit takes us. And if it's absolutely garbage, then I will consider the whole Minecart Madness thing again. But I really, really, really would not complain if we never had to see that level again. Okay, so actually, thinking about it again, that bonus game took us to Oil Drum Alley, not to the second Minecart Madness, which it's so easy to... What is this? It's like a giant wall of everything. So I actually wouldn't mind going back and checking what the normal exit of Oil Drum Alley does. Wow. Okay, and I know that I can just start and select to get to halfway through this level again, but where does this lead again? It leads to here. And actually, I think I had something I wanted to check. Where did I write it? Where did I write it? I know it's on here. Okay, Platform Peril bonus 1 to... Oh, Treetop. Okay, then it takes me to the first Treetop level, which would take me to Bouncy Bonanza, which has some things that we haven't checked there either. And there are lots of interesting things going on here. I might as well, just for the heck of it, do some of that. Just don't forget, Andrew, you can go back to Oil Drum Alley and get the normal exit. I really wish that we would find a cranky that told us about the bosses that, you know, we haven't been to yet. I can also, I think, go up here, and I never did. What didn't I do? We have W1, and W1 going into the barrel takes us to a treetop level. That's right, it takes us to later on in that same level. So I never pressed left here. Where does this lead us? This leads us to what looks like the beginning of probably Forest Frenzy, I think. Or is this, no, this might be no, actually, that's right, I never did this bonus game, because this is, wow, I'm getting all my names lost, Vulture Culture. I said it a million times in the last part. I'm not used to having to recall so many names on the fly, and this takes us to somewhere we absolutely have no interest in being, but we can now check, if we wish, where does going to a boss room that we have already beaten take us. Brings us here. Which brings us here. Which brings us here. Okay, so in other words, there is no reason to revisit any boss rooms that we have already beaten. Good to know. Alright, so this should take us back to Oil Drum Alley, which is very good, because now that I think about it, I think that there is actually not only the normal exit, but even a bonus game in this level that we have not checked. So getting the midway point here, and then exploring both of those options sounds like a very good idea, provided I can actually get to the, you know, the checkpoint without being destroyed not much farther. It's cool that the oil drums aren't randomized, I guess. I guess probably because they're not technically enemies. Probably some other... Why did I do that? Because I realized that if I went into the barrel, I don't think that it would have destroyed the DK barrel, and I'm like, I want DK. So instead I did this crazy thing where I attempted to throw a barrel over a hole, and well, you all saw what happened. Alright, forgetting that previous mistake ever happened, we are approaching... I remember you have to use this to get the O. It's a lot of work just to get the O, and wow, of course you can't do that. So yeah, in fact, since we don't need lives, I'm probably not even going to worry about it. Checkpoint, thank you. Falling down the first hole here. Oh, darn it, of course it's not Rambi! I was like, this is going to give us Rambi, because there is a bonus, the last bonus game here. You have to open up a wall. So without Rambi, who I always used to do that, do they even give you a barrel to open that bonus game? Oh, they do give you a barrel, because again, like I said, I always grab Rambi, and then, well, so there goes all opportunity to do any of that. And I was going to say we're going to check the, the normal exit, and then if that's no good, I would come back to the secret exit. But hey, look what happened. Can I get something that's not espresso? Winky, how are you today? You should do just fine in helping us explore the areas we wish to explore, while we also destroy all wildlife, aquatic and not. Where does this go? This leads to Trick Track Trek, which... Oh no, I just got a checkpoint! No! That is awful when an exit takes you into a checkpoint. Darn, I really hope that the normal exit... So now we have to remember, the normal exit for Stop and Go Station and Oil Drum Alley have not been checked. This is not the worst outcome because there is a bonus game in this level we haven't actually looked at yet. Where does this go? No! Darn it! So I'm not replaying... Actually, where does this lead? Coral? Actually, fine. This isn't the worst thing. This will lead us back to Stop and Go Station, so I can check the normal exit of Stop and Go Station. It's not the best circumstance, but, you know, I don't know what else to do. I think we've checked the normal exit of Trick Track Trek and the bonus game right at the end of Trick Track Trek multiple times now. So this is probably our best course of action considering, you know, even pressing Start Select is just going to take us to the midpoint of Trick Track Trek, so I'll see you all in like 5 minutes after we beat Croctopus Chase for the 3rd time. I'm not gonna question any of those interactions. I am realizing that I am going to have the opportunity to collect the 3rd Winky token right here. And it's really troubling because, I mean, there's equal chance that the Winky token or the end of Stop and Go Station could lead to a boss, or somewhere that gets us closer to a boss. Just because I'm really curious what's at the end of Stop and Go Station, and because there is opportunity elsewhere to get a Winky token at some point, I'm not going to collect the third one right now, but just, I'm hoping that later on we don't find out that the Winky tokens lead to the boss. Needle in a haystack. Needle in a haystack. Alright, so the plan this time is to beat the level normally and to not accidentally enter any bonus games which are going to send us to places we cannot return from. Let's see if we can manage that. Alright, checkpoint. So now we just have to make sure we don't accidentally bounce our way back to Snow Barrel Blast, I believe it is. Which again, I think that there's still some things we can do from there. But hopefully the end of this level leads somewhere good. Can I... Wow, that mince really goes like a million miles away. And again, Stop and Go. What did I bounce on down there? Switching the barrels isn't really all that important, but you know, you still feel like you're obligated to do it. It's just habit, I guess. Whoa, I almost bounced into there again. I almost bounced by accident. I guess if I caught it fast enough and pressed start and select, I could potentially save it. But man, is that scary, because it always places an enemy there that's really easy to bounce off of by accident. It's funny how it's actually easier to access that bonus game in the randomizer than it was in the original game, and I just keep getting destroyed by everything. Cave levels seem like they pile on the enemies, and yeah, not much you can do in some cases. Almost there, almost there. I'm bringing this tire with me, even though, hey, look at that, a rock croc in a level where it's, wow, okay, that was just unfair on, like, every angle. Alright, somehow made it through all that, wow. And this leads back to here. Have we gotten every bonus game in this level now? I believe we have. Where did this lead again? It's funny how it's just so easy to forget, and this leads back to here. And this leads to here. And where was this in the level again? Can I go back, I think, and do a thing like that? No. So this is just an all-around not fun place to be. I think what I want to do at this point actually is go back and get the exit that... Wow, that was a really awkward jump. That you can access from the left of the start. I could also do Espresso. I think if I got the third one, I would go back to level 1-1, which at this point, I mean, you gotta go back and start again from somewhere. I do have my list of all sorts of places I still feel like checking. And this is just becoming all sorts of awkward as we really narrow down, you know, the remaining few places that, you know, a boss could be. And I was hoping I could bounce on that. Obviously not. Can Diddy jump a bit higher than DK? If he can, I've honestly never really noticed it, but that's strange that Donkey Kong can't make that jump. What I can actually do is I can cheese it a little by going in here. I could... No, I don't think that... No, this is... It's no use to come to this level. So if I do that, now I have Diddy. Start selecting, lets me keep Diddy. And now, let's see if I'm able to make that jump with him. And let's not get hit by the piranha. Let's wait 17 years for it to move out of the way. And now, can I make... I don't know how I did it the first time. Huh. What I think I'm going to do then is I'm going... Well, thanks for... You know, the one time I want to get into the bonus game, I can't do it. Nothing surprises me in this randomizer at this point. I'm going to do this. Come back here. Go in here. I got that checkpoint now. Go in here. And that brings me to here. And I'm going to go for it. I am going to go and get the final bonus game in Ice Age Alley. Because I keep saying, I hope that's not the one that leads to the final boss. And watch, it probably will end up being the one. Thank you for finally being an enemy that will allow me to get... How did I take a hit from that? This... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! I can swear that's not how fast Espresso normally runs. Or I'm just really starting to lose it. There was a suggestion that if you are in danger with Espresso, to jump off and deal with said danger so that you do not lose Espresso. And that is not the worst idea. So thank you for suggesting that. Anyway, let's see just how far... Yeah, so what I should do is I should do that. I said I should do that. And wow, okay, yeah, this is the strategy of the century. I still have absolutely no faith that we will make it to where we need to without losing Espresso, but so far so good. Okay, well, no turning back now. It's either we get it or we don't. Normally if you failed it, you could just start and select out of the level and try again, which would be really nice, but don't have that luxury here. I don't like that enemy. Can I respawn you? Don't like that enemy. Can I respawn you? I like that enemy. Oh no! Well, there goes that plan. And there it is, where I would have loved to have been able to reach with Espresso up there. It really does force you to play the whole level with it, and as a kid, that was probably one of the last bonus games I ever got access to, just because it was so tough to get there. I can't imagine there's probably any enemy that, we could bounce on to get up there if it was randomly generated. It's just so high up, so... At some point, if we don't find it anywhere else, we may have to try this and, unfortunately find that that's probably where it's hiding, but let's see. And then that brings us back to here, and from here I think I can get back to... no, I don't want to do that one. I want to... And that platform's not going to come back now, is it? I want to go back to Oil Drum Alley and get the normal exit. Can I go over this octopus to a thing like that? I don't know. I don't know. Can I please get the barrel to spawn here? Or not the barrel, but the tire. Oh, I was going to bounce on that and then try and get the distance that I needed. I guess you just can't go back? Or maybe if I had tried again, I would have got really lucky. Oh, I am just in a bad position right now that I pretty much have to dig myself out of. Okay, so... Assuming we don't fall down like the last hole... Going through here leads us to here, and I'm not going to try going backwards. And let's look, it's like Zinger Massacre right there. And we go through here, and that leads us to here, which leads us to here, which leads us to here. And I guess what I can do is I can try my best to get to the checkpoint, and then I can just, from there get to Oil Drum Alley. Oh, I love it, but it's also the most convoluted thing ever. Where you just think, you're so close to where you want to be, but nope, can't go backwards in that level. And then you gotta do a whole massive roundabout thing to get to where you want to go. Look at that. Alright, so we are going to do something rather unprecedented here. I am going to beat Oil Drum Alley, and assuming that what we find is not a boss, I am going to end the part off at, a place that's not a save point, and, again, assuming that we don't come across a candy save point after beating this level. And then, yeah, starting in from there, because you may or may not believe this, but I've actually been recording for over an hour. Again, it's just amazing how fast time flies when you're having fun with the Donkey Kong Country entrance randomizer. It sounds like an advertisement. But by the time I cut out playing Croctopus Chase a billion times, it probably won't seem that long, maybe? It's probably a lot less time spent on it than I feel. Oh, it's amazing how this just feels like the hardest thing to get through when the enemies are randomized. Hopefully we're in the clear now. I really don't like these hop-in guys. Although I think I can actually use you to get that without the tire. Yay, midway point. Let's make sure we don't accidentally go into that bonus game coming up. Winky is a cool animal partner to have to beat this level with. And yeah, we're going to see what happens when we beat this normally. And again, providing it's not a boss, we're going to say adios. Yeah, and obviously I can't turn the game off because it's not going to be saved, but I just, can't be uploading like a 5-hour part to YouTube. That'd be crazy. Can you, you can't defeat Rock, can you? Okay. Nothing defeats Rock. No one messes with the rock, I guess. Okay, I was totally ready for something to jump out there and destroy me. Gotta get this right. And, no, I was getting ready for it, and I totally botched the timing. 1, 2, 3, jump. And then the tire. And then the third one of that. Do that tire. And then that one does that, and I can do that. And what's that good for? Is that just a letter? It's nothing that I really need to worry about. Is this a boss? That brings us to here. So, okay. I mean, it's good that I stopped recording too, now that we're about a minute, or rather an hour and 10 minutes in. You know, in case there's like a power outage or something, I don't lose all this footage. And yeah, hopefully in the next part, we will actually find a boss. I mean, we narrowed down, again, I have no idea what percentage we're at now, but we've got to be getting close to 100 at this point. I think the only level we haven't seen is Tanked Up Trouble, and will we find it in the next part? Stay tuned. So thanks again, as always, for watching, and I hope to see you next time for what may be the conclusion? Maybe? See you then!